Underlord.
Replay intro theme.
Now go!
Welcome back, Underlord. I must say, I wasn't expecting you quite so soon. The transference may have left you feeling a bit foggy in the head. Focus now. I'll try to ease you back into it. Fortunately, this does seem to get easier each time. This is your home realm, the source of your power, and the anchor that binds you to reality. Many years ago, it was destroyed, and you were cast out into formless nothing. Fortunately, you've returned from your exile to once again challenge those who would stand between us and the mortal realm of Kairos. Your resurrection heralds the next phase of our assault upon its wretched empire, now led by the newly crowned Emperor Lucius. But he is least and final of our worries. It's his generals and the protection of their goddess Kira that will truly test our mettle. Ready yourself, Underlord. Let's begin our war for the Overworld.
Alright, or for the Overworld. So I assume I click one of these. Here's number one. Right here.
I've been looking for someone to spearhead my campaign.
Morning, Gateway.
But before we get stuck in, let's refresh that old mind of yours.
Refresh that old mind of yours. Alright. Let's play. Allow.
Welcome back, Underlord. It's been a long time since you were banished to the ether. You've returned as a husk of your former self.
You're a big fan of this game?
But I've taught far denser Underlords than you. Let's start with the basics. This is your dungeon core.
There's a help button.
The tether that allows you to manifest your malignant will. If destroyed, your consciousness will once again be scattered to the void. Your workers are an extension of your dark will. They have many jobs, but their main focus is in carving out the halls of your dungeon. Put them to work by clicking and dragging your cursor upon the flashing tiles to tag them for excavation. Your workers will now rush forth to dig out and claim the tagged area. Once they have laid down the stones, marking the ground as your own, you will be able to build rooms upon the finished tiles. While your lackeys get to work, look to the east of your dungeon core. This is a gateway, one of the many portals that you'll use to attract minions to your dungeon. Order your workers to dig a path to it now.
That seems really simple.
Core, the beating heart of an Underlord. If it is destroyed, they will be banished.
Alright. That seems really simple so far.
Now that you have a gateway, minions can enter into your service. But first, you'll need to build the rooms necessary to entice them in. Start by building a barracks. This room would allow your minions to hone their combat skills without the risk of permanent death or disfigurement. Select it and build it by clicking and dragging your hand across the claimed tiles. Most rooms must be built at least 3 by 3 in order to function properly. Though the lair and vault are effective at any size.
No, they're making the room pretty and everything. That's nice. So I go here.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the barracks, these green-skinned scrappers aren't quite right in the head, and they'll happily hack at your foes until someone is dead. Outside of combat, gnarlings will train themselves within your barracks. You can pick them up with a click if you find them slouching off, then deposit them anywhere within your dungeon with a right click. For further entertainment, you can always put yourself directly into their head by casting possession upon them.
Cool. How do I do that?
Gnarling has entered your dungeon.
Oh. Okay. Apparently I can prettify something.
You can increase the efficiency of props within your rooms by fortifying the walls closest to the props. Workers will fortify walls automatically when they've completed all their other tasks. Now that you have some minions, you will need to cater for their basic needs. First, build a lair so the pitiful little meat sacks can get some rest.
This is interesting. I actually really like this so far.
Well done. But see how your gold reserves have been depleted. Command your workers to mine some of the nearby gold by tagging the gleaming tiles. They collect and return gold to your dungeon coffers, allowing you to spend it on whatever your dark heart desires. Your core can store up to 16,000 gold pieces. But if that number sounds pitifully small, or if wealth inspires the evil in you, simply build a vault to store more. Now that you've got a bit of coin in your pocket, you can build a slaughter pan. This room produces scores of micro-piglets, a delicacy that will sustain the weak flesh of your minions by filling their bellies with succulent pig flesh. Your dungeon has been breached. Cast Rally upon these specters, and your minions will immediately sally forth to wreak bloody
Where's Rally? Oh. Rally on minions.
Your minions are under attack.
Yeah, what of it?
Well done. Now finish off the rest of these manifestations with a second rally flag.
Second rally flag? Oh, I didn't realize there was all this over here. Hey Lord, how's it going?
Your gnarlings made short work of those specters, but see how they still circle the flag. You can dismiss rally flags by slapping them with a right click. This should allow your minions to return to their jobs, and tend their needs in a timely fashion. You can cast Recall upon a minion to immediately return them to your dungeon. Though if they are attacked as it channels, then the spell will fizzle into nothing.
Spell tab, recall. How do I?
You're on a roll, Underlord. And I've been waiting far too long to begin my war for the Overworld. Let us enter the realm of Kairos and continue your retraining against a more fitting enemy.
I don't know. I'm getting used to this game.
Well done, Underlord. I see it's all coming back quite quickly. I expected nothing less, but there's much still to learn. Why don't we work in a bit of murder while we're at it? It's time for you to enter the realm of Kairos.
Again, thank you everybody for joining me from the chrono.gg front page. If you haven't already, go check out the 11 games available for you at chrono.gg. All proceeds gained by chrono.gg will be going directly to the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, a charity chosen by John Bain, or charity chosen by John Bain's loved ones, and also known as Total Biscuits. These 11 games are dedicated to him, as they are among his top favorite games. If you want to purchase, they're at an all-time low price. Just, again, go check it out at chrono.gg.com. No, chrono.gg. And thank you again to chrono.gg for putting us on their front page.
Now's the time for a bigger challenge. Before you lies an Imperial keep, guarded by a certain Lord Rusimov. He had a bit of an accident that melted most of his face, but he's no less vigilant a soldier. He's been sent to guard an object that could threaten our campaign. Get in there and burn the rest of him, Underlord.
Did you hear how he said that? He had a bit of an accident. Like, he didn't stumble over any of that. Imagine how many times that took him to say it. He had a bit of an accident. He had a bit of an accident. He had a bit of an accident. You can't tell me you can say that 5 times really, really fast.
We've punctured the veil of this world through a schism, a point of weakness in the bonds between realms. Unfortunately for us, the Empire has crafted defenses to keep us from the heart of their kingdom. These inhibitors prevent Underlords from trespass, but whether it's bone or stone, it can be broken. I suspect that this Empire force has yet to taste true battle. But before you go engaging them, you'll need to muster up some minions. Unfortunately for me, your time in the ether has left you a weak husk of your former self. In order to reacquire your powers, you will need to access the veins of evil. Open them now, and use a sin to unlock the archive. You have claimed a gateway.
That I did.
Archive unlocked. This room will allow your minions to research additional sins, which can be spent to recover your lost powers. Build one now to begin researching additional sins. You need a larger vault. A cultist has found its way into your dungeon. Attracted by the magical tomes within your archive, these minions will spend most of their time researching sins for you. To have your workers prioritize objectives in a specific area, place a worker rally banner in that location. Your minions are unfortunate beings of weak flesh. Build them a lair so they may rest.
Where's their lair?
A cultist has entered your dungeon. A hungry minion can always find work elsewhere. Build a slaughter pen before your minions starve. This shrine uncovers the fog of war over a wide area, allowing you to spy on your enemies and keep track of their movements.
Where the hell am I?
Build a larger vault, Underlord.
Calm down, I can only do so much.
The vault will store your hard-earned gold when your dungeon core can no longer store anymore. Each tile will store 1,000 gold, meaning the room is effective at any size.
I knew it.
Your cultists have worked hard to earn a new sin. Use it within the veins of evil to unlock the tavern. This room provides your minions with succulent cooked pig flesh and stout ales. After eating a meal within its hearthed halls, their spirits will be raised, increasing their productivity for a short time.
I wasn't paying attention. What did you want?
Tavern unlocked. The tavern is an essential room for keeping your minions fed. As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger. Build one now, and remember that the tavern is unique and must be built at least 3 by 5 in order to be effective.
3 by 5.
Build a larger vault, Underlord.
Yeah. Needs it to be 3 by 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 6, 9,
The tavern must be built at least 3 by 5 before it can be used by your minions.
Oh. Just kidding. Stop that.
Replacement earth complete.
Just kidding. Go over here. How do I cancel this? I don't know. I guess I shouldn't put replacement Earth until like...
Possession will allow you to inhabit the mind of a minion, allowing you to see through their eyes, control their movement,
I
and
can't.
activate their abilities. Don't worry, Underlord. You'll soon get used to this. Now you can control your minion's movement with the W, A, S, and D keys.
Why is he
and
spinning
change
around
their
forever?
unique quick bar abilities using the number keys. Left click to use their current ability. Push the escape key to end possession.
He's like perma spinning. How do I make him stop spinning? Ah. Well, that's unfortunate. That's some sort of spinning bug. I don't even have a controller plugged in. I don't have a controller plugged in. This would have been a cool thing. I could travel inside.
How completely evil. Well, not really.
Dang it, my chat's frozen now. If you were chatting in like the past 5 minutes, I didn't see it because my chat froze.
You'll still need a slaughter pen in order to keep your tavern stocked. But in a pinch, you can always drop some alternative meat into the grinder. Rooms will only attract a certain number of minions before becoming full. In order to attract more, you will need to expand them. Nothing in this life is free, Underlord, and you'll regularly need to pay your minions for their hard work. Be sure to keep an eye on your reserves, for if you've not enough gold for their wages, they'll be swift to find gainful employment elsewhere. Fortunately, your minions will return some of their earnings by buying meals within your own tavern. What a delicious arrangement.
I never get hungry in here for
Something evil stirs out there. Scouts, go find what the hell's making all that racket.
Rally your minions to defeat these scouts once they breach your dungeon. Let's keep Sarusimov in the dark a little while longer. You should try using the lightning and heal spells to assist your minions in combat.
Rally where?
Lightning will call down a thunderous bolt of energy, damaging and stunning a single enemy. However, it can only be used within your own territory. The health of minions is represented by petals surrounding their unique shield. Once no petals remain, a creature will fall unconscious and soon die, unless returned to its lair to recover.
It's so annoying that it's spinning
Worker
around
Rally
like
will
that.
create a banner around which your workers will prioritize tasks. Slap the banner with a right click to dismiss it, or right click on its icon to dismiss all worker rally flags at once. Heal will restore an injured minion based on their current health. The healing energies will be shared with other nearby minions if they are also injured. This is no game, Underlord. Rally your minions to defend your dungeon core. Your dungeon core is under attack. Your dungeon core is under attack. To have your minions ignore rally flags and remain focused on their current objectives, you can assign them to the Peace Band.
They should be back by now. Ugh. Bar the doors. We wait for reinforcements.
Look how easily your minions cut down these sappers. If I didn't know better, I'd say the Empire is woefully unprepared. The Empire's Templar is their core foot soldier. Dim-witted and pure battle fodder for an underlord, despite his training in the barracks.
Sorry, chat. I actually got a call,
Dismiss
so I
your
was
rally
just
flag to let your minions mend their wounds.
I was
and
just,
return to work.
moving
An
back and
army
forth there.
comprised solely of cultists would swiftly be cut down. Build a barracks to attract gnarlings to round out your army. Prophecy unlocked.
Prophecy unlocked. How do I just recall, like, everything?
Once minions are rested, you can leave them to their work or force them to train by dropping them in a barracks. A gnarling has entered your dungeon.
Oh, what? Let's see.
If you don't want to do something, you could at least vocalize it, Underlord.
What? I don't know what you want me to do, game. Destroy the inhibitor. Defeat the... Optional... That's where my mana is.
If any of your minions fall in combat, your workers will attempt to rescue them and return them to their lair, where they may rest and recover.
The enemy have breached the damn walls. Steel yourselves, lads.
This is interesting, to say the least. I wonder how this would work in multiplayer.
The Empire's cowardly priestess supports her allies from a distance.
Just stand up, you're
through
fine.
her wholly misled beliefs in the goddess Kira.
No worries.
You'll often find her cowering in the archive and sanctuary.
Nice and warm. Hero, watch over me.
The light is gone. Kira, I am extinguished.
It seems almost charitable to put him out of his misery. Payday has come again.
Payday, he's come again.
Well done, Underlord. You're learning much faster this time.
I don't think so. I kind of just gave up
We've
and
barely even started, and
started
you
attacking.
already have a notch on your belt. Well done, Underlord. But there's no rest for the wicked. 2 inhibitors still stand between us and the mainland. But after your butchery of poor Lord Rusimov, I doubt they'll be as weak.
Three.
You're making great progress, Underlord.
Progress.
You'll be back to your old self in no time. Our next target is the citadel of the intransigent Dotard, Lord O'Theland. He's a dim-witted
Lord
sort. He seems to
O'Theland.
like marching his troops into an early grave.
Into an early
I'd say
grave.
It's time to learn about traps.
Traps. It's time to learn about traps. You're making great progress, Underlord. You'll be back at your old self in no time. Our next target is the citadel of the intransigent Joltar, Lord of O'Theland. He's a dim-witted sort.
Welcome to the breach, Underlord. This stronghold was built into this chasm to safekeep one of the Empire's inhibitors. With its trained garrison, it's virtually impervious to attack. Fortunately for you, their commander, Lord O'Theland, is a vacuous sort. who will
I
throw
really
his
like
troops into
this.
your dungeon without
I really like the
strategy
mechanics and
or
everything,
I can think
but
of no better time
it's
for you
hard to,
learn
like,
how to
really
build
get the hang of
defenses
it.
for your dungeon. But to do this, you first need a foundry.
Like, I don't-
Open the veins of evil.
Not
and
exactly
unlock it
sure.
now.
Like, I know I need to mine gold. I know I need to make rooms. But it's like, it's still taking me a bit to get the hang.
Unlock the foundry within the veins of evil. Build one now, and your minions will be
Dungeon
happy to
Keeper
create
game before it?
defenses
No.
for your dungeon.
This would be my first endeavor. Chronology does a really good job of having me play games for the first time, which is one of the main reasons I really like featuring the Chrono deal today, because not only if you buy it, like, it helps me out, and not only do they put me on the front page, but like it gives me a wide experience with new games.
And scout the surrounding terrain.
Games that I probably wouldn't have touched before, I get to have like a chance to play. There's sometimes that I won't touch a game, even if Chrono.gg is like putting it up for sale.
Claimed a gateway.
But doesn't happen too often. Tend to stick to one game for long. Yeah, that's my exact problem. We would still be on Monster Hunter forever if I didn't like force myself to try a different game every now and then like this. Alright.
Now that you've mined everything,
You can pretty